Good morning. Good morning. Or maybe it's evening where you are. It's evening over here. It's the Sunday night tweak stream. And what's the matter, you? First in the house. Wow. Look at you. Look at you. Let's get the shit show on the road. Let's get the show on the road. Well, the kitchen cleaned up pretty nicely. Hello, hello. Okay, sorry. Terribly distracted here. Trying to multitask. And I suck at it, apparently. Oh yeah, Metal Pig. Oh yeah, Metal Pig. One and a half speed. Cool. Oh, jeez. There we go. There we go. Okay, we're 30% of the way there. Just bear with me. Again, my distraction. My distractibility is. Oh my god. My distractibility is reaching new heights here. No idea. Yep. Distraction. Mega distraction. We'll see who wanders in. This is already possibly the shittiest stream I've done. Here we go. Let me set you down for a second. Let me see if I can focus here. Any ability to focus? This is terrible. I feel sorry for whoever's watching. What's the matter, you? It's just waiting for me to do something. Tweak is not doing anything. What do we do there? Let's go like this. We'll call this a people and blogs category. I'm staying out of pure pity. Well, whatever your reasons are, I appreciate it and thank you. As usual, it takes forever to set up, but I've got a conversation going simultaneously here. And it's caused me to tweak out a bit. So I can't focus my tweak here. It's my tweak is divided between two different places. So I'm always prepared. I'm just never quite equipped. Mentally, physically, spiritually for the process. This takes a lot out of me. You're not fashionably late. You're disgustingly early. Leisure Suit Larry. I'm doing more product placement here. So if American Eagle wants to sponsor this channel, but you're Canadian. You know what? Canadians are fucked. I'm sorry. Still here? Yeah, American Eagle on a Canadian. Go figure. I think these jeans might be no leisure suit. It's actual pants made of denim. Those are quite possibly made in America too. Sorry, I'm just in a messaging conversation here. There's some major tweaking going on. All right, I think we're dang well done. Yes, Canadians can either be like me. There's a lot like me, and there's a lot like the ugly Canadian. You know, up here we have or around the world, like there's this, I don't know, stereotype about the ugly American. I'm seeing the ugly Canadian all around. Maybe not so much around my particular area here. People are kind of indifferent, but people like my kinfolk, they have that Trump derangement syndrome, and they hate America and Americans, and just because they hate Trump. And it's like, I don't care whether you like Trump, hate Trump, or indifferent to Trump, but it's like they won't buy American products. You know, grapes. They won't buy grapes from California because of Donnie. Justin Lagarza has found his way onto the Sunday night TweakStream, representing La Rata, all its subsidiaries, chairman of the board. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, it's a weird phenomenon. Like Trump gets blamed for everything up here, and I don't know. It's like there's this major psyop that people just can't see. But they still go to Costco. They still go to Walmart. Those are all American corporations. They still go. Like they think they're not purchasing made in America, but they are. As if we're somehow hurting the United States. Like it's economically that doesn't make any sense to not buy a couple of pounds of grapes. There are Canadians that like Trump for whatever reason. I mean, I like his hair. Like, how could you not like that hair? Wish I had hair like that. All orange. But it's like, I don't get it. Like, I mean, I see there's Americans that hate Trump, but it's sort of like it doesn't matter who's in the White House. They're gonna bungle the country and torture us in the process. Whether it's this guy or that guy, like I don't know that. I'm confused that people don't see that, or they haven't caught on to the scam. I wasn't. I don't know how to put put my thoughts into words. Like it's just mind-bogglingly brain-numbing. The way people are just. It's like the allegory of the cave. Like, what was that, Socrates or something? You know, it's like the people are captive in the cave and they're seeing the shadows on the wall, and the shadows are being directed by some other source, but they lose the will to see anything but the shadow dancing on the wall. And it's like, I hate them all, but not for the same reason. I hate them because I don't want them doing what they're doing, whether it's this guy or that guy. Like, it's just, you're not, your system sucks, is what I'm saying. And people are so, yeah, two wings of the same nasty bird. People are committed to the bird. And it's like that bird is shitting all over. Plato's, right? There you go, Plato. And it's like you try to lead people out to the sunshine, and they want those lights and shadows dancing on the cave more than they want freedom and fresh air and a cup of coffee and a good smoke. See, I enhance the tweak. So that's there. That two-tone really kind of jumps. That pops. Well, no, the allegory of the cave is about entrapping people's minds, essentially. Removing their ability to discern. I mean, at its core, fundamentally, I mean, I guess we could have a discussion about a deep dive and critical analysis of the whole allegory, but I mean, my takeaway, just at a fundamental level, is it's like people are choosing to be robbed of their free will, their essence, their spirit, in exchange for who knows what. Like, there are people in my sphere, not sphere of influence, but sphere of association, and they just hate Trump, you know, same way I hate the Japanese, you know? Same way we hate Ryder, you know? Ugh. Just because somebody told us to hate him. And that's not, I'm not trying to link that to the allegory of the cave, but I don't know. I'm just kind of deep in thought here about yeah, well, that's kind of what I'm trying to process into words, and it's like that's what's happening with Trump. It's like people are unable to process reality. They see figures on the screen on CNN and Canadian Broadcasting Corporation and these media giants that it's like people have given their trust over to these authoritative news sources, right? And Trump's first term, I mean, it was glorious. It's like, you are fake news. Sit down, don't be rude. Don't be rude. Don't be rude. I mean, that was prime tweak. I miss those tweak days. I don't know. This second term, uh, I haven't been following the tweak because it's irrelevant. Back then, it was sheer entertainment. But now I'm looking at the responses of people around me, and they're like, I'm scared of them. I'm not scared of much, but I'm scared of some people's reactions. Like it's hard to watch people just spiral over images coming through their telescreen or their inner screen. And we see it on YouTube. We see it all over the place on the internets. And it's like you've completely lost touch with reality. But not me and Wasamata, you. We're still grounded in truth, facts, and basic logic. It's just that some of these people, they have degrees in philosophy and critical thinking, and it's like that book learning didn't help you in real life. I'm ready to tweak over this. Like, it's disturbing. It's truly disturbing. So it's quite possible this shirt, this kangaroo, this sweater, this hoodie, it may have triggered something among my kinfolk, but I don't know. I really don't know. I don't see that there's any help for them. You could lead them to the exit from the cave, but they're not going to come out. And that's sad. That's sad. So, I'm not going to go into details about it, but yeah, there's a good contingent of support for Trump. Some of it I can't agree with, because it's like you can't be oh, the camper is wonderful. Let's talk about the camper. So we got him cleaned up somewhat. So here, I'll give you the little tour. Still got to do some work up here. Turns out there is some water leaking in. I knew there was water damage up at the front. I don't have lights on up there. But you see the headliner is sagging, so that was like that. The ceiling has been peeling from a bit of moisture and hot, cold, dry, moist. So this is just like some shitty Mac tack or whatever. I'm gonna recover all this, but I'm gonna rip all this. Oh, I gotta step over dog here. This is all some nasty kind of upholstered ceiling. So I'm gonna pull all that out. Probably gonna put Red Guard on the inside, which is a waterproofer you use kind of in bathrooms, like shower backings and stuff like that. So there is actually a dent in the front of the cowling where the camper starts, right on top, and it's creating a little dip. We climbed up on the roof yesterday, and there's a bit of a dip. There was some patching done, but I've got some roofing membrane, some torch-on membrane. I was thinking of securing that down on top. I was even going to put some Baycore, like it's like a paint-on tar. Put that underneath, and then put the membrane on top of that, and then secure the perimeter with some kind of metal flange or something, some kind of strip. But the rest cleaned up pretty good. I'm using this as the bedside. The couch all cleaned up nicely. I still have to scrape out the windows and get them sliding. The kitchen cleaned up nice. The bathroom looks pretty decent. The water is not hooked up, but I ran into town today and picked up, oh, I think I left it outside. I picked up a chunk of 3/4 inch inside diameter rubber hose to stick on the 3/4 copper street elbow that's coming out the side. And then got a 3/4 inch barb, nylon barb connector to a garden hose bib so that I could screw into whatever water source. Typically it's a garden hose. And it turns out the water at the site I'm staying at has been turned off. Like they had to replumb it. And the lines have been blown out, and they're probably not going to do that this year because they're only open for another week and a half. So I can just drive a little bit yonder where the shower shack is, and I could hook up water there and test everything out. I don't need a lot of water here. I've just been grabbing wash water out of the lake for washing the RV. I've got bottled water for drinking, and then there's well water I fill up in jugs as well for just general use other than drinking. And I picked up this little heater at the Home Depot, another American corporation. Well, here you go. What's the matter, you? We've got Tanya Yeremkevich here. She's a Kanakistani, just like I am. You ask her what she thinks about America and Trump and all that. But yeah, the TDS is bothersome because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what he says or does. They're all gonna say and do stuff that piss people off. Just go live your life. Doesn't matter what the president says. Doesn't matter what the king is telling us to do. Just do your own thing. Yeah, it's sort of like, well, it's this tribalism, right? And professional sports seems to breed that, you know, there's us and them. Everyone else can get othered. If you're a Republican or Democrat or liberal or conservative or socialist or capitalist, it really causes so much hatred, division, and it's not good. It's not good. I don't like it. It sucks. But the camper is super cool. I love it. So haven't had to use any heat. It's not even that cool in here right now. Let's actually see. I think there's a thermometer on the wall that was working. Let me just go check him out. Whoa, you almost, whoa. You guys been drinking or what? You almost fell over there. Let's see what it's 16 Celsius right now. 60 degrees Fester. I'm just, it's on low setting, 750 watts. So I'll just let that run for whatever. I don't like it too warm when I'm sleeping anyway. I've got the passenger and driver's side window cracked just a bit on the van. But yeah, it's definitely cooling down, but I don't see a need for heat. I could turn on the van and turn the heater on if it gets really cold and I need to warm the place up quickly. But I got my coffee. You don't have a clue about Celsius. Well, it's possible that's not the only thing you don't have a clue about. Celsius is the real heat measurement scale. The Fester scale that you guys use, I don't know what ass you pulled that out of, but you may as well stick it back up there. It's tweakiest temperature measurement ever. Your brain needs to cool down at least 5 degrees to get good sleep. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, that that's true. How the hell do you do that? How do you cool your brain down? Brain, cool it. I'm telling you. I want you to cool right on down. So it's 10:30 here on the north coast of Lake Fair. Plans for tomorrow is continue working on the RV. Gonna get a hold of my auctioneer, see how the sale went. So cool your brain down 5 degrees Fahrenheit from what, the surrounding temperature? Again, it sounds legit, but how do you make that happen? By sleeping in a cool room? Okay. Seems like this thing is pretty well insulated, although the windows are a little drafty, so the weather stripping looks like just foam strips. They might just need to be reattached. I picked up some clear RTV silicone the other day, just a small tube, just to do some little patch ups and touch ups, re-stickify things here. I was looking at cabinet hardware at Home Depot. They didn't really have much to help me with, so I'm just coming up with my own solutions from what it operates at while awake. Okay, well, my understanding of physiology is your body will regulate that as well. So sure, trying to sleep in a hot room, your body's going to struggle to get that homeostasis that it's trying to achieve, but so much of this is beyond your conscious controls. Like, you can't do it. Yeah, spray foam. There's a product out there. It's probably made in the States, but it's like this bubble wrap with foil on it. It's a very good insulating value. I think, like, if it's yay big, half a centimeter or about 1/4 of an inch. It just rolls on. You could staple it in place. So once I pull that headliner out, I'll see what I have to work with as far as what the framing members look like. And then if I could just stick that foam, like I say, I'll paint the underside with red guard, most likely, So it'll be waterproof from the inside and then tarred from the outside and then membraned on top of the tar. At least just in the front area. And then I'll put that insulating layer, which is very thin, and then I'll try to secure some wood paneling, like 1x4 tongue and groove. It's only probably get away with 8-footers. Looks like it's not quite 8 feet. I haven't measured it, but just something very, that stuff. It's approximately, I think, 4.5 millimeters, or 5/16 of an inch for any Americans watching. Spray foam, it might be difficult to get it even, at least if I'm applying it. I do agree, spray foam is pretty lit, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what I have to work with. If there's some decent sized ribbing in there, and there's a bit of a void that I can fill, then I may go with the spray foam. But spray foam too, when it does get wet, it just holds water as well. So that's kind of a downside. Unless there's some kind of urethane. I'm not too familiar with all the different types of spray foam out there, but I've seen people try to use it on body work as body filler on vehicles, and it just traps water and makes the rust and the holes even worse. So in the right application, it might do the job here, but I do like that. I think it was called Astrofoil at one time. That was the name when I was working in lumberyards back in the 1900s. I think the name of the product was Astrofoil, and it comes in different size rolls, and you just roll it out like foil. Like it's probably pretty pricey. But I don't need a lot. It's just that one section. Like I'm gonna refinish the whole ceiling eventually with something, but the trouble area is up at the front. I'm not going to re-insulate whatever's up here, but yeah, I'm not going to be doing much cold weather camping anyway. Like, it'll be cool, but I don't expect cold. But I do want it insulated regardless, because when I go to resell this, if and when I resell it, I want it to be top notch. I want it to look good, run good, be super functional. And so yeah, we'll see what our options are. Rock wool, yeah, there's if there's any void or gap, it's probably like this. And that Astrofoil, I could just roll it up and literally just glue it to the top, and then secure it with whatever paneling I choose, support it from the bottom, so it's not going to sag. And it'll look like $1,000,000. So yeah, I don't think I'd include rock wool in my list of options for insulating. Not at this point, because I don't know what the thinnest rock wool you can buy is, but when you compress that stuff, it doesn't insulate, doesn't give you the same R value from my experience. But yeah, the camper is looking and feeling fine. And yeah, so tomorrow we're gonna get up, head to town, have breakfast, head over to the neighbors, pick up a few supplies. Still have some stuff to clear out of there, so I'll transfer it over to the mobile tweak shack here, and start tackling some of these little things. I've got a here. I'll show you what else I purchased at the Home Depot. Let's do an unboxing here. Let's see. Knife over here. Let's do an unboxing. I think I talked about this. I can't remember if I told YouTube or the pump stream. Oh, I hate this plastic shit. I'll cut myself. Oh, it just pops open. So I found a propane hookup that has the what I believe to be the proper fitting to just replace my old fittings. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna grab a propane tank tomorrow, install this on the camper. There's actually a dual hose setup for 2 tanks. So I'll just shut the one side off and run one side, see if my 20-pound propane tanks will fire up some of these appliances here. But this should fasten right in, and then I can attach my propane. And if this works, then I'll go grab another one of these, and then I'll see if I can get those camper style propane tanks. They're skinnier than the typical ones you have for your gas grills are what, almost 18 inches in diameter, maybe 16 inches. The ones I need are much skinnier. I forget what the diameter is. Just over 12 inches or something. So I think they still make them. I'm pretty sure I've seen them on Amazon, but there is a propane supplier in Winnipeg, and they should carry what I need there. It's Superior Propane. Shout out to Superior. And so I'll hunt that down this week, but I can still play with my propane appliances with my regular tanks that you get anywhere. Costco, Home Depot, stuff you get at the gas station. Just your regular gas grill propane tanks. And if I can't find them here, I'll buy them in America. I'm sure you got some in America. So yeah, the countdown is still ongoing. Booked in here till Thursday. And so yeah, I could be ready to go. If I'm ready to go Thursday, maybe I'll cross the border, be in America by Thursday. Otherwise, there's no particular rush to get anywhere. So whether it's Friday or Saturday or whenever, I'll depart when I depart. But the tentative date as of today is we're shooting for Thursday, late this week. And so I did a pump stream earlier today on just a driving not a walk and talk, but a drive and talk. And just kind of going over same plan, itinerary, just what I need to do between now and my departure, which isn't much at this point. I mean, there's still work to do on the RV, but some of this can wait. I mean, I want to get the roof patched at least from the outside. If it's a bunch of work to do the stuff on the inside, I could just do that as I go. Like and I do want stuff to dry out there because it is wet. We had a soaking rain for almost a full 24 hours, and so there was a drip. So I was catching the drips after I noticed the drip. Things are a little wet up there, so I'll run my fan tomorrow up top there, up in the loft. Got to call the border and pre-warn them. Hey, if ICE is waiting for me at the border, I'm going to call the FBI on you. Let's just put it that way. Or I'll call the King's Guards, the Royal Guard. But yeah, that was yeah, I may as well get into it. So we were sitting down at dinner, and like I'm kind of itching to get away from my family because we can't see eye to eye on anything. So my brother asked me, so you're heading out west? Like, where you plan on going? Was it West Coast? Oh yeah. So when are you leaving? You know, how are you? Which route you gonna take? And so, well, my plan is to go through the northern states. You know, North Dakota, United States. You don't want to go there. People are getting arrested for no reason. It's like, no, they're not. Oh yeah, I know. It's just, why would you want to go to the United States? And I just kind of snap back because I love the United States. It's like, yeah, but you don't want to go there. Why not? Well, seriously, because it's dangerous. This is dangerous here. Like, it's dangerous everywhere. What do you think? I'm afraid of danger? Yeah, but it's like, listen, I love the United States. I love Donald Trump. I want to be a MAGA Republican. That's where I want to be. If you don't like it and you don't want to hear about my travel plans, and he's like, oh, well, I'm just telling you. I know Pete's going to cost you $350. I'm like, so? Well, you need to tell them at the border because if you're going to be there longer than a month, they might charge you $350. Who says I'm going to be there for a month? It's like my family lives in their imagination. It's like always the worst case scenario. It's like, so what if America wants $350 for me to set foot in their land? If that's what the scam costs, then hey, that's what it costs. We're all getting scammed. Like, if you haven't caught on that this whole system is a scam by now, like I don't know what to tell you. So you either go along with the scam or you don't. So I don't know. It's like, yeah, but there was like, I've got a Canadian passport. I'm not brown skinned. I'm not like, I guarantee you there's going to be no issues. My dog's ready to go. He's been asking me when can we go to America? So I don't know. I don't think he has a point. I think they're just tweaking hard because of their hatred towards America and all things American because of Donald Trump. That's so his point is kind of moot, or it's biased because of his clouded judgment. or it's fallacious at its core. So I have no. Yeah, I'll maybe hit you up, but about the roofing and water sealing. But I have this rubber membrane, and it's a self-adhesive stuff for automotive or this application. I think it should be fine because I plan to, like I say, tack it down with something similar to like a flat carpet strip, just with self-tapping screws, like for steel roofing, which have that little rubber gasket on there. And so between the patching I'm going to do with some liquid tar and the membrane, and have it secured, like it should hold up quite well. Because but I do have to like I say, get in there and see if I could spot the leak from the inside, and then work accordingly towards the outside. So I mean, yeah, there's probably other solutions. There might be better solutions, but yeah, I'll hit you up and see what suggestions you may have there. I'm just planning on doing it this way because I have the materials pretty much on hand. I have the tar. The only thing I'd have to pick up is, like I say, that paneling to do the inside and whatever insulating material I choose to put up there. But I've got the red guard. I should have enough to cover that area from the inside, and then tar from the outside, and then should be good to go. It's pretty straightforward. I try not to overcomplicate things. And yeah, it'll be black, which will attract heat in the winter. Whatever. Maybe it won't be good for the summer, but you could always probably paint it white. It's just rubber membrane, right? Tremclad should stick to that. So yeah, there's definitely options, but I've kind of, I'd say, with the materials I have already, this is kind of a simple fix. But yeah, it's just as soon as you say America around some people, it just triggers them, and I don't get it. Like it's a beautiful country in many areas, and I'm looking forward to seeing the Pacific Northwest and that whole northern region through Montana, Idaho. Like it's fantastic. How can anybody hate it? I mean, you got Waffle House, you got Chick-fil-A. I don't get it. I don't get the hate for America. I just I mean, you could hate any country, I guess. But if you want to be kind of that hate-filled person, well, I guess that's your choice. But just acknowledge that it's your choice. You don't have to be hateful. But Bao did say something somewhat profound. There's a real fine line. It's almost like love and hate are closer together than people realize. The border between love and hate. So it's trash here. Well, it's trash everywhere. So it's not like your trash is better or worse than the trash elsewhere. It's all trash. But my intention is to avoid the trashy, pursue the tweaky. And so, yeah, we're at, don't know if anybody noticed the thumbnail, but we were at this restaurant downtown Winnipeg called Earl's. And had this fantastic burger. It was terribly good. Just terribly good. And the fries were just amazingly terribly good. And the gravy was even better on the fries. And then got up to use the restroom and walking past this counter where they had these water, whatchamacallits. I was going to go to Superior, but Metro on St. James, okay. I went to the RV place in Steinbach. They didn't have any propane tanks of that nature, so they were able to find them in their catalog, but they didn't carry them, which I found a little odd. It's a pretty big RV, Holiday RV, I think it was called. Shout out to Holiday. Shout out to Metro Propane. But I'm walking past this counter and they got the little water, I guess they're wine decanters or something, but they were filled with water. So people have water on their table and not have the waitress keep coming, or the serving staff keep, how would you like your water topped up? It's like, just give me the jug. I drink lots of water, especially with my burger. But there's this gigantic, well, it's like this life-size pig sitting on the counter. And I'm like, what the fudge? And I'm like, dude, where'd this pig come from? I love it. So I went and made a mess of the bathroom and then came back to the table and finished our meal. They had propane accessories, just no propane. And so the manager of the restaurant was actually sitting right behind our booth. And so I said, she was having a conversation with one of the other, I don't know if it was the head chef or something, but I'm like, excuse me, but where did you get that pig? And she's like, I don't know, it's been here forever. Like, it's just, it follows us around from location to location. It's been part of the restaurant for years. I'm like, I love it. I'm like, is that thing made of ceramic or what? She's like, no, it's made of metal. I'm like, seriously? So I went back and it's like, gave it a knock, and it's like, yeah, it's like, it wasn't cast iron. It may have been brass or bronze. Like, it certainly seemed to be a casting. But it's like, geez, I gotta get one of those. And the thing that fascinates me is, and I don't put a lot of stock in this, but in the, I guess you call it the Chinese zodiac, they have different animals for your birth sign, right? And so for me, 1971 is the year of the pig. And through the month of my birth, or the season, my elemental sign is metal. So Metal Pig. Yeah, I'm gonna knock on the pig, she. And it's a super friendly looking pig. But just this life-size metal casting pig, it was glorious. I just about tweaked out right in the restaurant there. I'm sure they thought, take your Metal Pig adoration, take it elsewhere. But I thought that's great. So I'm in the market for a life-size cast bronze pig. If anybody knows one I could pick up for cheap, I'll mount it right on top of the camper. I'll I'll weld it right to the top. And so that was the highlight of my day, Metal Pig. Because that's me. I'm a metal pig. I don't know what that means necessarily, but that's what I am. I think the elemental symbols are like metal, fire, water, and possibly wood. I think there's four. Four? Four? But that was so cool. Was not expecting that. That's Yeah, I might go back there and throw a few Canadian pesos, wave them in their face, and say, "I want the pig. Take my money. Shut up and take my money." But it could be a family heirloom or who knows what. So it is a family-owned business. I believe it's locally owned. They have quite a few locations. The food was pretty nice. Air is one of them. Well, I think fire. There might be more than four, but wood is one of them. I don't know if like earth or soil is. I guess we could ask Google, but I'm not going to at the moment. But yeah, it was really tweaky, and I had a really good time. Other than grief from my family, it's just it seems like they're always ready to traumatize and in new and innovative ways. So, but I probably deserved it because I triggered them by bringing up the hated name America and wearing a completely offensive garment, this article of clothing, which is very fine quality at a very low price at the local thrift store. And so yeah, I probably deserved it. I probably deserved every bit of that abuse. No, I'm pretty sure wood is one. But if you're calling me on it, I guess you might have to back up what I'm saying. But you've got Google. Just Google. Just Google it. Just Google it. And so what else is pressing this week? Well, the plane ride. We might do a plane ride this week before I depart. The owner's got his license in a plane, and he's always ready and willing to take Canadian monies from people and give them a plane ride. So we'll see if there's time to squeeze that in. It looks like we should have some decent weather for flying. And so yeah, it's just kind of finishing. Yeah, it's a metal deck up there. At least the portion that I'm planning to cover is metal. I think it's metal throughout, but towards the back it might be fiberglass, somewhat. Refuse to Google. It's too American. Well, I don't know. I suppose you could use a Canadian browser or search engine. I don't know which one I would recommend. I think I'd stick with Google if I were you. Definitely don't use any Japanese ones because we hate the Japanese. I mean, with their skill at engineering and their success, Japanese Canadians are just like so successful, and so efficient. Oh, I just hate that. And their creativity, with music and cuisine and that anime. Oh God, it's just they suck so bad. Oh. And yeah, they're probably really good with computer stuff and math. That Asian math flex. The Japanese is like and those ninjas. I hate those ninjas. They just suck. They make me so mad. Culture, that culture of honor is just, ugh. Everything's so clean in Japan. It's just, oh man, it's terrible. Japanese just bug me to no end. Why can't they be slobs like us North Americans? Why can't they build shitty roads and have dirty slums and crappy cities like we do here? It's just so annoying. It's annoying, that's the word. They're so annoying. Just so efficient and polite. It's garbage. Absolute garbage. I don't know. I hate Japan and the Japanese as much as most Canadians, and by that I mean the majority, hate America. Like it's that intense. And I refuse to apologize for that. Yeah, I don't get it. It's just, why do they have to be so annoying? Like, come on. You're not even giving the rest of us a fair chance. So there you have it. There's my tweak out for over an hour. And so, yeah, it's 11 o'clock. It's bedtime. I'd say it's bedtime. Unless the man of you is just starting his day, apparently. But yeah, I'll hit you up, Tanya. We'll talk about roofing strategies. As long as there's no Japanese products involved, I think I'm good. They have intelligent slime mold now? We don't even have a subway here. The Japanese have subways? Well, Americans have subways. Some Canadian cities have some semblance of subways. But there's no subway in Grunthal. There's no subway. You're not talking about Subway, the sandwich chain, right? You're talking about the subways, like the trains. I have not seen, but intelligent slime mold, yeah. I don't know anything about that, but it's probably sucks because it's Japanese. Fill me in. Educate me on what's going on. This is brand new information. Because I'm not Googling that. Because it has to do with Japan or the Japanese. I refuse to Google anything that has Japanese in the search. They laid out nutrients on a map where stations go, and the slime will figure out a much more efficient setup for their subway. Make me hate them even more for coming up with an ingenious solution like that. Ugh! What next? When will they stop? I mean, if they would just stop being so innovative, maybe I wouldn't hate them so much. Just typical Japanese behavior. Going doing something like that. Like, it just disgusts me. Oh, why do they have to be so smart? I give up. I give up. Just, I totally can't handle it anymore. Why can't they be like us here in Winnipeg, just stuck in 1956? I mean, literally, our technology and infrastructure is like Korean War era. Oh my gosh, what is that bug? I just gotta chill up my spine. What was that? And that's just it. They just go too far every time. It's like, I'm willing to give you a chance, but you keep pulling shit like this. Dang it. Dang. Japan has sealed their fate as my eternal sworn enemy at this point. Not that there's anything I could do about it. Guess just talk shit about them on the internet. Start a beef with the entire nation of Japan. That would be a good internet beef, yeah? They're doing what now? Putting devices in sidewalks that gather electricity from people walking on it. No. I'm at a loss now. If they're willing to do that, there's no limit to what they might try to pull next. It's egregious, I tell you. Not happy. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm not happy about any of this. What's the matter? You is completely setting me off, man. I'm triggered. Like, what next? Are you going to share another tidbit that's going to just cause me a spiral or what? I think that's enough. That's enough for one night. Let's change the subject. Let's change the subject. Japanese. How am I going to fall asleep now? How is my brain supposed to cool down now? Like, I am just so heated. I'm probably about 60 degrees above my normal operating temperature at this point. Powering entire cities with pedestrians. Well, typical Japanese behavior. I mean, it's like, I would expect that from them. I mean, what we have here is you walk around in the daytime and the street lights are on. So the sun is shining bright, and we love spending money on wasteful things. So we have street lights on in the daytime in Winnipeg. So that's our contribution to making our city a better place. It's like, put more light on the sidewalks during the daytime, because I guess people can't see in sunlight, so we add some LED light during the day. That's what we do here, because hydroelectricity it's like free, right? It just comes, like, just use it up. Like, we could afford that. Taxpayers got lots of money. Well, thank you for having mercy on me, sparing me the worst of their atrocities. I mean, I'm done. I'm so done with Japan. I mean, the beautiful oceans and islands and terrain there. Like, it just toilet, man. Absolute toilet. And mountains and those creepy little bonsai trees that are just perfect. You know, like, people who catch flies with chopsticks. I mean, they're all over Japan. That's all they do there, right? Like, how hard can that be? Catching a fly with chopsticks. I mean, they totally disgust me. Well, that's enough of a tweak. So, yeah, you got me riled up here. What's the matter, you? We'll try this again once I've cooled down. I don't know what it's gonna take. I might have to go dunk my head in the lake or something. This is not good. I am overheating as we speak. I'll turn the heater off and just heat the RV with my brain. It's gonna be steam coming out of my ears in another minute or two. Well, there we go. Smoke is finished. Live stream is finished. We'll tweak again real soon. Okay. Have a good evening. Bye bye.